Hello and welcome to episode 9 of The Pilgrimage with Brazil. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got our two group games in the World Cup. We are against New Zealand in match number 1 and Poland in match number 2. So let's get straight into the action and I'll show you the team for the New Zealand game in just a moment. Okay, so here is the team for that opening game against New Zealand in the World Cup, and it is Renato Augusto in goal, back four of Rafael Augusto, Ley, João Victor and Carlos Alexandre, Gil at the base of midfield, João Andre and Giovanni ahead of him, Leandro on the right wing, Teo on the left wing, Paulo Fernando up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, the assistant manager is telling me to emphasise the fact that we are favourites for the game and go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. Yeah, I think that's absolutely fine. So we'll pump the fists and agree with him. And let's go into the tunnel and answer the tunnel interview questions. Team selections offered little by way of surprise today. Are you confident ahead of kickoff? Absolutely. It's a very strong team. Will Ley be able to play the full 90 minutes? I don't know. Rafael Augusto doesn't look to be in ideal condition. Do you think he's up to it? He'll give it what he's got. Okay, let's get the match underway, and as always, first 10 minutes we'll just let things shake out and see what happens. Augusto to Andre, Ley into Gil. Gil goes back to the goalkeeper Augusto, who finds João Victor into Gil. Giovanni, ball over the top, and New Zealand win it back but lose it on halfway and then gain it back again. Giovanni to Gil, Ley into Leandro, plays it to the right, and Augusto, who's free, he plays it inside to Leandro, back to Gil, Leandro, who runs across, João Andre to Teo, has the shot and it's put behind by the New Zealand goalkeeper. Teo with the corner, outswinger, headed away comfortably by New Zealand, and the highlight comes to an end. We are in control of the match without being dominant. We've got another corner, Teo with the outswinger headed away. João Andre should get there and does, plays it into Teo again. He's lost it and New Zealand get it clear, but then Giovanni wins it back. Paulo Fernando's shot is saved and the keeper clears it and the highlight comes to an end. So over 10 minutes gone. I think a demand more now is probably the right call. We should win this comfortably, and we need to start keeping an eye on the fitness levels of the players who we took a chance on. I suspect those will be the three players taken off at various points in the match. First one is going to be Paulo Fernando. I'm hoping he can last till half time, and I'm hoping he can grab us a goal as well, but so far nothing. Carlos Alexandre to Renato Augusto, Rafael Augusto into Leandro, down the right wing, plays it back to João Andre, crossfield ball to Giovanni, Teo's cross in, Leandro puts it in the net. This has the look of something that might be disallowed, and we'll have to wait and see. VAR review says it's not a goal, so it remains 0-0. Leandro's goal disallowed, and we won't bother with the highlight. We'll move on. We have a corner Teo with it, and the header from Ley makes it New Zealand 0, Brazil 1. 20 minutes gone. So hopefully now we can take control of the match in the way we were expected to. And so far New Zealand haven't had a shot yet. They've committed 2 fouls, but they've really not had much of an impact on the match at all. We've had 75% of the possession or thereabouts. So yeah, it is going to be Paulo Fernando that's going to be the half-time sub, assuming he makes it that far, which isn't a given at the moment. But Teo's corner, the header is over the top, and the goal kick to New Zealand, but the highlight comes to an end. So it's New Zealand highlight this time, but Teo's won it back, finds Alexandre. Down the left flank, infield to Teo, Giovanni to Gil, João Victor to Gil, João Andre to Carlos Alexandre. And can he get the cross in? Nobody finds Giovanni, who crosses, and that's going to be a penalty for a push. So we'll have the chance to make it 2-0. There's no way this is not going to be a penalty. And there is confirmation that that's exactly what it is. Rob Porter picking up the yellow card for New Zealand. Giovanni with the penalty. And slots it comfortably past the keeper to make it 2-0 on 41 minutes. With his first goal for his country. And I will let you see the replay. Confidently struck penalty. So it's just going to be Fernando at half time, but Leandro clearly is going to be the second substitute made. Although actually Teo's picked up a knock and might have to come off. Yeah, he hasn't improved at half time, so it's going to be a double change at half time, which is not what we wanted. So going well, capable of better, and let's go make those substitutions. So Teo is actually orange injured. Mike Stephenson is the ready-made replacement, and the other substitute is going to be Leandro. And Paulo Sergio is the right call, so we'll bring him on and we'll get the second half underway. We've got 1 sub remaining, so we'll leave it as long as we possibly can before we make that decision. And it's initially a New Zealand highlight, but we win it back just inside our own half. Carlos Alexandre's ball into the area. Stephenson plays it back to Alexandre. Alexandre's cross, and the header from Paulo Sergio goes just wide. So we're now 50 minutes or thereabouts into the match. Still just the 2 goals in it. And the next substitute is going to have to be Paulo Fernando. So I'm just going to leave it a little bit longer, try and get him to 70 minutes if we can. That might be a little bit optimistic, but we're going to give it a go. I will start readying the substitution now though, and it will be Jose Ricardo to come on as New Zealand attack through Campbell, Robertson to Huff. Huff again to Robertson, into Diaz, and it's over the top, so Jose Ricardo can come on now. 67 minutes gone, and that is going to be, I think, the final sub that we're allowed today. Just confirm that it is. So the guys out there now are going to have to see the job through, but at 2-0 up shouldn't be a problem. So 2 first half goals are going to be enough to dispatch New Zealand, and we will need to make changes for the second match, and we should be qualified by the time that's played. So we're moments away from the final whistle, and there it is. It ends New Zealand 0, Brazil 2. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, and the team for the game against Poland is Bolichenio in goal, back four of Zikinia, Gil, Kardec and Alexandra. So Valdemar at the base of midfield, João André and Mateus Tadeu in central midfield, Leandro on the right, Stefferson on the left, and Jose Ricardo up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, well, the assistant is recommending this is a match we should be winning. Make sure that we do. Yeah, I'm going to agree with him again. There we go. And let's go into the tunnel. Brazil were impressive last time out against New Zealand. How do you carry that form into this match? We'll want to keep playing well and doing the best we can. Why have I not picked Renato Augusto? He's been in good form. Needed to rotate the team. Some players will play in this match, others will play another. It's about using the squad in a balanced way. I want to give everybody a taste of World Cup action. And we're underway. Poland going with 4-4-2 against our 4-3-3. We only need a point to be guaranteed qualification. So let's see if we can do better than that and grab all three. Mateus Tadeu out to the left hand side, infield to Stefferson who crosses. Ricardo just runs out of pitch and hits the side netting, and the chance is gone. It's Alexandre with the throw in on the left wing for Brazil, into Stefferson, plays it to Tadeu, into Ricardo, Leandro with the finish, and I'm not sure if this is going to be allowed or disallowed. I think it's disallowed because the assistant has remained here and not gone back to the halfway line. It's not, it's been awarded. So that isn't the telltale in 2D. Okay, let's encourage the lads. See if we can get them to get a second goal. Stefferson's picked up an injury, so his match is very shortly going to be over. Leandro has the shot. Wojciechowski makes the comfortable save, so Stefferson can come off, and coming on in his place, there will be a left winger on the bench. Teo, there he is. So Teo comes on for Stefferson. So probably won't make a change at half time now, seeing as we've made an early one. So we just need to see this through. If we can get a second goal just to wrap things up, that'd be nice. And looking at the fitness levels of the players, Leandro probably is going to be the next man removed from the field of play. Although actually Zikinia is not far behind him. So see how they respond. Zikinia's recovered at half time, whereas Leandro really hasn't. So it will be Leandro, but I'm going to leave it a few minutes into the second half. Doing well, we can definitely find another gear. So let's send them out and try and get them to do that. Okay, so 49 minutes gone. Malik with the throw in gives it straight to Zikinia, so we're on the attack now. João André's ball in, And Leandro with the finish. And it's queried for offside again. I'm not certain either way on this one. The goal's been disallowed this time. So it remains 1-0. And we will demand more to just try and get a little bit more out of the lads. And I'll take Leandro off and bring on Paulo Sergio. In fact, yeah, I'll bring on Paulo Sergio. And the third and final change will be João Andre. But not yet. Rodriguez. I'll wait for this highlight to play out and then we'll do it. Carlos Alexandre into Teo. And he plays it in for Tadeu. Deep cross. Paulo Sergio off the woodwork. And it's hammered behind by the Polish defender. And Teo with the in-swinging corner. Deep to the far post. Wojciechowski grabs it out of the air and the highlight comes to an end. Not sure we need goal line technology to determine that that wasn't over the line, but we get the replay anyway. So João Andre is going to be the final substitution, and we'll bring on Rodriguez. Yeah, he's fitter than Giovanni. So we'll bring him on. Today who's going to have to see it through, as is Teo, as is Ziquinha. Alexandre to Tadeu, gives it away and it's cleared, but we get it back. Alan Kardec on halfway, plays it to Tadeu. Alexandre to Ricardo, to Tadeu, and it's through for Sergio. His shot is blocked and it's behind for a corner. And we're into the last few minutes. Teo's in-swinger headed away. Ziquinha should get there. Does. And the highlight comes to an end. So it looks like we might be holding on for a 1-0 against Poland, which isn't what we were really looking for, but let's demand more. Let's go in fact, I'm not going to go attacking because we're holding on to a 1-0 win, and topping the group with 6 points would be the best outcome we can get anyway. So there's no point going for more goals. Tadeu shot, Wojciechowski with the save. Into the last 2 minutes, there's 5 added minutes been signalled. Teo and Gilles, and in fact Alexandre as well, are probably not happy about the fact that there's 5 minutes, but we're 3 minutes into that already, and the final whistle is now imminent, and it looks like we're going to close it out with a 1-0 win. That's exactly what happened. Brazil 1, Poland 0. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, so let's take a look now then at the final table in Group I in the World Cup, and as you can see we finished top of the group, obviously with 6 points out of 6. We're joined in the second round by Poland, who edge out New Zealand, who lost both of their games. So let's take a look at what is coming up on the next episode. And we will be playing Jamaica in round 2, so I'll show you that one, and if we make it through against Jamaica, which we should do, I'll show you the third round match as well, whoever that is against. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me, subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.